Good morning, student. In today's lecture, we will discuss about the S parameter analysis for the two-port. S parameter is known as the scattering parameter, represent or signify the power flowing in circuit. When we analyze a circuit at high frequency, there will always the reflection. So it is desirable when we are working on the high frequency to analyze the circuit with the help of S parameter. What is the incident power, what is the reflected power. So two port here we are considering the two port. So there are two power, incident and reflected power at the one port, and the incident and power reflected power at the other port. So now we are starting. In this lecture we will also discuss, first we discuss about the what is S parameter, significance of the S parameter. Then we will discuss a numerical example, okay, and find all the S parameter. And in next lecture, we will verify our theoretical result in the cadence virtuoso tool. Okay, so here we have taken a two port. This is my two port network. So input voltage P1, this is the input voltage, and input current is I1, and output current I2, and voltage is V2. Okay, what is A1 and V1? A1 is an incident variable. Incident variable generally can be represented as the power, incident power at the input port. V1 is the reflected variable, maybe the reflected power at the input port. Same is here, A2. A2 is the incident variable at the input output port, or incident power at the output port, and V2. V2 is the output power at the V2 is the reflected power at the output port. Here we have taken the two impedance R1. The input port is terminate or impedance R1. What is the significance of termination? Termination means if input port impedance is equivalent to the R1, it is the case of perfect matching and there is no reflection from the input port. Same here, output port is terminate at the impedance R2. So if output impedance looking from the output port is equivalent to the R2, then it is the perfect matching of output port and no reflection from the output port. So because now equation related to the S port, because we have the two port, the matrix is 2 by 2 because reflected power at input port and reflected power at output port is the function of input power, incident power at input port, and incident power at output port. So B1, here we have shown two equation B1 and B2 are the function of A1 and A2. So B1 is defined as S11A1 plus S12A2, V2 equal to S21A1 and S22A2. So what is these variable S11, S12, S21 and S22? Okay, what is the, how we can calculate the mathematical and significant? So if we want first, there are two variable A1 and A2. So because B1 is related to the A1 and A2, if we want to calculate these two variable S11 and S21, made the A2 equal to 0. So S11, but also we discussed what is the significance of A2 equal to 0 and A1 equal to 0. So first, what is S11? S11 is representing or B1 by A1, reflected power at input port to the incident power at input port with A2 equal to 0. So it is the ratio of reflected power to incident power at the input port, so it is known as input reflection coefficient. So S11 is defined as input reflection coefficient. Same S22. S22 is ratio of B2 by A2 with A1 equal to 0. So if value of A1 equal to 0, okay, incident variable is 0 at the input port. So it is the ratio of incident power, reflected power at input port to the incident power. So this is the output reflection coefficient. So S11 is input reflection coefficient and S22 is output reflection coefficient. There are two more important terms. S21. S21 is representing the B ratio of B2 by A1. See, A1 is the incident power at the input port. So if A2 equal to 0, see this B2, just I'm clearing my scheme. So S21 is B2 by A1 when A2 equal to 0. So B2 is representing the power transmitted to the load R2 termination. So this is power transmitted uh, with respect of A1. Okay, so this is the B2 by A1. So this is a forward transmission coefficient. Forward transmission coefficient because this is an incident and that is the P2 is the transmitted. So this is known as forward transmitted gain. Sometimes we call it as power gain if P2 and A1 is considered as power. So this is sometimes related to the gain term or because input output power with respect to the input. So forward transmission gain. Now last one is S12. S12 is the transmitted power at the input port. Okay, this is the B1. Okay, and with respect to the A2 is the incident power from the output port. So this is the reverse. That is the forward. That is the reverse transmission coefficient. Okay, so these are the first all type of what is the mathematically interpret the S parameter. Now we will discuss what the significance of A1 equal to 0 and A2 equal to 0. So see, if we see the output port with A2 equal to 0, but A2 equal to 0. So if we are seeing from the at the output terminal, so looking from here, from this point, A2 equal to 0 means that is the reflected power something and B2 is the incident. So when the reflection is 0, when R2 become equal to the R02, perfect case of matching. So A2 equal to 0 means R2 become equal to the R02 and same in the case of R1. In the case of R1, input port A1, when A1 equal to 0, when the A1 equal to 0, it's mean R1 equal to R01. So what is this R01 and R02? So see, what is the sense of R01 and R02? So this R01 and R02 is the characteristic impedance in case of high frequency analysis. That is the Z0. Okay, R01 is representing the characteristic impedance at input port or output port. If at we are talking about the high frequency analysis, but here we have considered the passive network. So this is R01 and R02 is something, the impedance from the input port and the output port. To analyze these equation, okay, to analyze or find out the variable S11, S12. So in transmission theory, the value of A1, B1, A2 and B2, here because we have taken the passive circuit, A1 numerically is equivalent to half B1 upon root R01 plus I1 root R01. In case of B1, A1 is replaced by only negative sign, so there is a negative sign, while A2 is related to the output port, so half B2 by root R02 plus I2 root R02, while B2 is equivalent to half, and here is with negative sign. So if it is the case of transmission line, this R01 is equivalent to the Z0 or characteristic impedance. But here we are considering only the R01 and R02. So see, how can we find these parameters? Now see, to calculate the S11 and S22. So S11 is the case of R2 equal to R02 because B2 equal to 0. So no reflection. So this is the input impedance. Now ZL or Zin become R01 and terminating impedance is R1. So that is the ZL minus Z0 upon ZL plus Z0. So value of S11 is R01 minus R1 upon R01 plus R11. And numerically S22 is equivalent to the R02 minus R2 upon R02 plus R22. So using these formula, we find the value of S11 and S22. But how we can find the value of S21 and S12? So first we are talking about the S21. So S21 is the ratio of B2 by A1 with A2 equal to 0. So how we calculate the S21? First we make the sense of what is the significance of A2 equal to 0. Then find the value of B2, then A1, and put these value into this equation and calculate the value of S1. S21. So A2 equal to 0. A2 is equivalent to this term half B2 by root of R02 plus I2 root R02 equal to 0. So when we make this equation 0, this is B2 upon root R02 equal to minus I2 into root R2. So equation is basically equivalent to B2 equal to minus I2 into R2. Okay, so when we make A2 equal to 0, we get an equation B2 equal to minus I2 R2. So the variable B2 equal to 1 upon 2 root R02 with B2 minus I2 R2. So now this minus I2 R2 can be replaced by this B2. So our variable, so just wait. So the value of B2, so value of B2 become equal to V2 by root of R2. So this is the value of B2. So calculation of S21, we also require the value of A2. So see at the input port. Okay, R1 is the termination, and suppose we are assuming the voltage value is VG. This is V1 and I1. Okay, that is we have shown the source voltage VG and impedance is R1, I1, and this is the impedance looking from the input port equivalent to the R01. So this voltage V1 equal to source voltage VG minus I1 R1, and the current value I1, the value of this current is equivalent to voltage divided by total resistance. So I1 current is, this is BG. So just please clear this term. This is the BG by R1 plus R01. Okay. So that is the value of I1. Now to calculate the A1 is defined as half B1 by root R01 plus I1 root R01. So just take the root R01 outside. So this become B1 plus I1 R01. Now put the value of V1 from this equation. This is VG minus I1 R1. So A1 value become equal to 1 by 2 root R01. So this B1 value is Bg minus I1 R1, and that is I1 R01. So the value of I1 is this. If we put this value, I1 is Bg upon R1 plus R01 here. So Bg is outside the bracket. Equation become Bg upon 2 root R01 and 1 minus R01 minus R1 upon R1 plus R01. So if R1 equal to R01, see what is the case if R1 equal to R01, then the A is approximately equivalent to Bg by 2 root of R1. Okay, so now we have calculated the value of B, we have calculated the value of A. So S21, our variable, S21 forward transmission coefficient B2 by A1, which is calculated at the value of A2 equal to 0. So that is the value of my B2, and this is my value of A1 is Bg by 2 root R1. So S21 value is equivalent to 2V2 by Bg root R1 by R2. Okay, same when you calculate the reverse transmission coefficient S12 with the analogous, this is it, B2 is replaced by B1, Bg is replaced by Bg2, R1 is replaced by R2 and R1. So this is 2V1 P by Bg2 into root of R2 by R1. So using these four equations, S11 and S22 is find with the input reflection and the output reflection coefficient, just the case of reflection variable, while S21 and S12 is find with the help of these examples, with these formulas. Now important how we find these parameter in numerical example. So now we are considering a numerical example. Okay, problem. So see here we have taken a port, that is the port impedance. This is representing my port. This is the total port. Okay, and voltage B1 and I1 is the input voltage, input current. B2 and I2, this is B2 and I2 is the input voltage, output current. A1 and B1, A1 and B1 are the incident and reflected variable at the input port, and A2 and B2 incident and reflected variable at the output port. Here we have taken the 50 ohm termination for an example, and here we have taken a termination of 40 ohm. So how we calculate the value of these parameter? Okay, so first for the S11, first calculate the what is the impedance seen from the input terminal. So see this 40 ohm, this 40 ohm impedance is parallel with 20 plus 20 this impedance and series with 10 ohm resistance. So R01 is 10 plus 40 parallel with 20 plus 20, and when we calculate the value of R01, this is equivalent to the 30 ohm. Okay, so this is the total impedance seen from the input terminal. We have already have taken the value of R1 equal to, this is the R1. R1 has been taken for the 50 ohm. Okay, so S11 is R01. S11 is equivalent to the reflection coefficient. So R01 minus R1 upon R01 plus R11. So this value is equivalent to, when we put the value of R01 30 and R1 as 50, the S11 value is equivalent to minus 1 by 4. Okay. In next lecture, we will also verify the result using the cadence virtue. So now clearing the screen. Now second one is S22. See S22. when we are dealing with S22, so first we have to calculate the value of R02, R02. So when we are seeing impedance from this terminal, so this is 50 and 10. These are in 60, total impedance 60 series and parallel with 20 plus 20, 40. Okay, so total R02 is 60 parallel with 40, 60 parallel with 40. So that is the case of R02. So impedance R02 is equivalent to the 60 parallel with 40. So this is equivalent to the 24 ohm. Now, S22, that is the reflection coefficient at output port, mathematic equivalent to R02 minus R2 upon R02 plus R2. So R02 is 24 and R2 is 40. So when we calculate this value, this is also minus 1 by 4. So first we have calculated the value S11 and then S22. Now important is how we calculate the value of S21. Okay, so S21. See first what is mathematically equivalent value of S21. So S21 value is equivalent to the 2V2 by Vg root R1 by R2. So we have taken the input source Vg and calculate the value of V2. Then put these formula, then find the value of S21. Okay, so just go to the, just forward my slide. So see S2 to S21. So see here, we have taken, uh, just wait, clear drawing. BG is the source. Okay, now we have taken the BG as the input source and R1 value is 50. This is 10, 20, 20. So this is the value of B2, output port condition. So current in circuit. So if we calculate the value of this I, this current I is BG divided by total impedance seen this terminal. So impedance at this terminal is this, both are in series, 40 parallel with 40 plus 10 plus 50. So impedance is 50, first term 50, then 10, then 20 plus 20 in series parallel with 40. So when we find the value of Ig, so this current Ig is become equal to Bg by 80 because, okay, this I current is divided equally into the 40 ohm resistance. So this I1 and I2 both are equal to the I by 2. Okay, so B2 equal to 40 into I1 and I1 is equivalent to the I by 2. So this is Bg by 160. Okay. So when we calculate the B2 become equal to the Bg by 4. Now calculate the value of S21. This is 2V2 by Bg into R1 by R2. And when we put the value, R1 is 50 and R2 is 40. Mathematically, this is approximately equivalent to the 0.59. That is my third variable. Now clear drawing. Okay. Now move further for the S12. So that is my fourth case, S12. See, so in case of S12, output voltage or have been taken the BG2, impedance 40. This is 2020. Suppose this current is I, and we have to calculate the value of B1. Okay, in this case, when we are considering the output port, we have to calculate the V1 value in terms of BG2. So first see the what is the current I. So here current is 50 plus 10. These two are in series parallel with 40 ohm resistance this. Okay. And here is a total resistance is 40. This is an 40 comes into the series. So when we see total input impedance, this is 40 parallel with 60 40 plus series 60 parallel with 40, 60 parallel with 40. So my current I become equal to Bg2y 64. Okay, so first if we calculate the value of, first we are calculating this voltage V1 dash. Okay, so here equivalent impedance is 40 parallel with this 60. So this is the parallel combination is 24. So my voltage V1 dash is equivalent to I into 24, because impedance seen this terminal is equivalent 24. So I current is Bg2 by 64 and impedance value is 24. So this is equivalent to 3 Bg2 by 8. Okay. Now, what is the value of B1? So B1, the voltage this terminal is 3 Vg2 by 2. So current in this branch is equivalent to B1 dash by 60. Current in the, because the voltage of this terminal is B1 dash. Current is B1 dash by 60. Or if we want to calculate the V1, multiply this current with the 50. So current value is V1 dash by 60 and it is multiplied with 50 ohm resistance. So value of V1 is now become equal to, now V1 is equivalent to V1 dash by 60 into 50. When you put here, the value of B1 dash, this is the value of B1 dash. So B1 is equivalent to the 5 by 16 into Bg2. So coefficient S12, is now become equal to, use the formula is S12 is 2V1 by Bg2, 2V1 by Bg2 into R2 by R1. So after putting these value in the formula, this is approximately equivalent to 0.559. So in we verify these all result into the next lecture. Interesting how the S parameter is varying. Okay, first till now what we have done, the S parameter for resistive load. Okay, but because S parameter is the function of frequency at the varies with the frequency, because load is varying, impedance is varying. So whenever we analyze a analog circuit at high frequency, impedance is the function of frequency. So uh, we have to calculate the S parameter for the uh, for the AC load. AC load means we are considering the inductive and capacitive load also. So see here, we have seen here, suppose this is my 50 ohm termination, here 2020, we are showing impedance just 2020. L and C, we take the impedance, and output termination is suppose 40 any. So if we calculate these S1 parameter, because here we are considering the L and C and these all are the function of frequencies. So if we calculate the parameter, okay, so impedance are function of frequency, so S parameter are complex. We will find all parameter and impedance using cadence purchaser. Okay, so now mathematics become complex. So B is how these parameter, S parameter for the complex load and impedance vary with respect to the frequency, and calculate the optimized point. What the significance of optimized point means, S11 coefficient should be minimum as possible, because that is represent the reflection. Because if input is considered as the source terminal, source load, and output is considering on the load, output port is considered as the load. So S11 should be minimum and S21 should be high as possible, because S21 is represent transmission for forward transmitted gain, because output power to input power. So okay, in next lecture we will show the verify the result for the DC, then we go for the S2 different analysis for the AC load, and signify what the significance of these parameters. Okay, thank you very much.